Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent administrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today it's my Christmas year round. This time I flip it, I'm using a Christmas die and embossing folder, and we're going to flip it to a birthday card. This is my second year in a row, almost done, right? I am using like an everyday stamp set, using it for Christmas or vice versa. So it's show that a stamp set it's very versatile. This time it's a stamp set, or sometimes I'm using designer serial paper or dies and so on. So this here, that's the embossing folder. It is a hybrid. It's Merriest Frame, and it coordinates with Merriest Moment. So it is a hybrid. Let me show you what the hybrid stand for. So we're going to use, I'm using, I picked green here. We're going to do the die cut and embossing at the same time. So the side that you see Stamping Up, and you're gonna feel it. It's kind of go in the groove, okay? Put your paper on the top of it, and then close your embossing folder, and then we're gonna roll on. And this is like a 3D embossing folder, and yeah. So we need the plate 4. So platform 1 and plate 4, and we're gonna roll on. So with that being said, I am laughing a little bit because when I got this, I was trying to do the hybrid with the detail one. It don't work with this. It do with just the outline of it. And if you see it cut all the outline and emboss at the same time. That's the hybrid. So remember with this one, it's just the outline. Okay, you cannot use this here. It don't work. I thought I had a defective one. So now, for today's card, we are using the detailed one. So with that being said, what you want to do is cut it and then we will emboss. So you need platform number 1, plate number 2, and then a clear plate. Now we're gonna place our paper and then our die at the top of it. My paper, by the way, measure 5.5 by 4.25. And I will have all measurement on my blog. So this is here, it's a Christmas, really, but we're gonna flip that for every day. So it's still Christmas year round, but why I started that, it was to inspire people to start their Christmas card early, because we start in January, February, and July. It's not when we think of Christmas, right? But this way, people don't get overwhelmed when it's around the corner for Christmas. Right now, it is around the corner for Christmas. So maybe you are done with your Christmas card, so you can use your Christmas die and embossing folder and do birthday card. Now, we're going to take what we cut, because you see it's no embossing, it's flat, right? And then we're going to match it right here. So again, it's face down on the Stamping Up side, and you're going to see it match perfectly. Close this. Now again, platform number 1 with the grayish plate, number 4, and roll on. Now that we get this done, let me remove this. And I'm going to bring the camera a little bit down so you guys can see better. It won't take long, just 1 second. And voila. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, now that we get that, let's me share a few tips on how I created these cards. So for the birthday, what I done, I removed the holly. I kept all the greenery, but removed the holly. With that being said, Right here, it's hollies, and right here, it's holly. The rest are just kind of like greenery. So for me, the greenery, it's not very Christmas, right? It can be for anything. For hollies, it's more Christmassy. So go under and you're going to see the edge of the frame and just cut this right along. Boom. So now I remove this. And maybe you don't want to remove this and put flowers on top. The choice is yours. It's just, I figure I'm going to remove the hollies. Now over here, this is a holly at the corner. I'm going to go ahead and cut that right here and then turn it around and cut that corner and just snip it off right here. Voila. Maybe I can shave that just, oops, a little bit. Really, it's not important because really it's going to be the daisy on top of it. So that's how I create this. Now, that's for the birthday. I get a few more tips with that. I punch out the medium daisy here, and I just sponge the tip in the center with Daffodil Delight. It's Daffodil Delight with Daffodil Delight. So meaning the cardstock, it's Daffodil Delight, and then the ink also. Now I just overlap them, and I use my bone folder. On this one, it's already done. I just wanted to show you how I overlap. Use a glue dot and put it right here. And the happy birthday, that's from Biggest Wishes. You can do any one you want. Like the one I just cut, I'm going to use a different greeting and I'm going to do a happy birthday, the frame on this side. So you're going to see both ways, okay? Now for the outside, inside I left it plain. I just add one of the daisy. I think I'm going to add one more though. I just curve it. And when you curve your daisy, you want to hold it tight and don't pull hard because then it's going to be marry me not, love me not. Remember when we were pulling daisy doing that? Maybe I was the only one doing that. I know I'm not the only one. But that's how you don't want to pull hard. Then I just add that right there. So you get your 3 daisy and you're using that Merriest frame and the embossing folder, the dies and embossing folder, and voila. Is that the coolest thing? I think so. Now for the Christmas, now let me share another tip with the Christmas. For the Christmas one, let me get the scrappy paper here so I don't get the, I'm using the snowflakes and I will have all measurement, all color and so on right on my blog below. You get the direct link. Now, if you look at this, you see this is the raised up, right? Well, I was looking at this and I'm like, you know what? I can do both ways. See, I had cockeye there, so I used the other side. But you see how is you can use both sides. Now, you want to stamp your greeting with Versamark or Whisper White ink, the craft ink, that would work. You want to stamp your greeting, then emboss it, emboss it with white powder. Then after it's done, you're going to take your white and then add to your greenery here. And the reason why that you want to do your greeting and then do this, because if you do this at this the now and then go do your greeting, it takes a while for your white ink to dry because it's a pigment ink. Then the embossing powder would all get stuck on it, then it would be embossed. So you wouldn't have the same look at all. So now see how much that add. And when you add the white ink, you see all the definition a lot more, right? The lines and so on. So this is what it's called the deboss. It's go in and this is the emboss. Do you see the sparkle on that? I think so. That's what I've done with that. I use my wink of Stella and just add a little bit here and there. It's almost like it add the frost, the Christmas frost on it. So I just add a little bit. Not, I didn't color the whole thing really. I just add a little bit of that shimmery of the wink of Stella. Now, after that is done, now this one's going to be on vertical here. So let me remove this. And I didn't put no dimensional in the back of this because we get the pearls, okay? Not the pearls. This one, it's the rhinestone. So I didn't want it to have it more eye than I, for mailing purposes. So this is put flat. My snowflake that it's put flat directly. Now I'm looking, here it is, under my card. It's looking for my glue dots. And then there's gonna be, you wanna make sure it don't pass the card, okay? Because it have to go in the envelope, go right there. And then we're gonna do the lovely, oops, rhinestone. So I had one there. Now I'm gonna get another one here, do a little one. I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna add 2. So it's no right and wrong, whatever you feel like. Here we go. So now we got here landscape and then portrait. See the difference? And so you can use the frame. Some people like these card better. Some people like this one better. And inside, I just stamped the greenery from the stamp set that coordinate with that, the Merriest moment. And also, I use Night of Navy. So voila. And then for the birthday, here it is. And the happy birthday is going to be kind of too long for this one. It's another set that I like, a peaceful moment. I'm going to put my happy birthday. So it's going to be done. I'm going to have all these 4 cards on my blog. You can come and check it out. You get the link right below. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend.